Hello fans, thank you very much for going to Rich Alvarez. I'm starting over, sorry. Hello fans, thank you very much for going to twitter.com/ is it Rich Alvarez or RMA Productions? Hello fans, thank you very much for going to twitter.com/ Rich Alvarez and asking us some very important questions. Chris?
And if you're wondering, hey, I didn't hear about this, you should follow us on Twitter and then you'll know about the next Twitter FAQ. Anyway, we asked people to ask us questions, so we're going to go through a few of them and give you answers. The first one is from Heather K, and she says, what was your favorite episode of Stupid Mario Bros. To film, and why?
I'm going to say episode 46. I think that's my favorite episode overall, and I think we had a lot of fun making it. Probably had to do with the fact that it was the first episode we filmed in like 2 years. And
that was the season 4 premiere.
Yeah, and it was just a lot of fun, and me and Matt went to town on the jokes. And I just really like breaking the fourth wall.
I guess my favorite one is episode 22. That was the JMK season 2 episode when we first introduced Scott Masterson. And I guess that one's my favorite because it was a 3-part episode, and also it was the first time that Scott was in one of our Stupid Mario Brothers videos, and he was just ridiculous, and we didn't know he was going to be screaming like he was. So that was my favorite. Mr. Matt?
I can't really pick one favorite like I can with a lot of things. However, if I gave an answer, probably be 46 or anything from season 4, where season 4 we didn't take anything seriously. We just had a lot of fun, made a lot of bloopers and jokes, and laughed a lot. So I'd say any episode from season 4 probably would be my favorite episode.
Dylan Lopez says, for Rich, is it true that you have family in Melbourne, Australia, known as the Polos? If so, Nick was in my 2012 classes. So, what? Is there something you're not telling us, Richie?
My family comes from Oakland. I do not think I have a single relative in Australia, so whoever your friend is, they lied.
They're telling the truth. Richie's got extended family in Australia.
I have no extended family in Australia.
Oh no.
I'm very sorry, Australians.
Donovan Hart says, do you do any storyboarding with your films? If so, how do you break it down? Okay, next question. Robbie. Next question is from Robbie, and he says, what is your favorite director, and do you like Michael Bay as a director?
Well, my favorite director is definitely not Michael Bay. I'd have to say my favorite director is probably Ridley Scott, just because he covers every genre and he does it like perfectly. Alien and Blade Runner are up there in my favorite films, and I love Gladiator, and just the variety is great, and his flawlessness as an artist and as a creator is just something that I have been idolizing ever since I was a little kid. I mean, I think my first favorite director was probably Spielberg, and I still love Spielberg, but there's been a few Spielberg films that have been questionable, so I think that, okay, I'll shut up now. Sorry.
No, I was talking about Spielberg's crappy. He's made some bad films.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were giving me a thumbs
No,
down.
Spielberg has made some bad films. He's made up for lately with Lincoln, but some of his films have been crappy.
Justin Grossi asks, do you ever look back at the earlier videos like the Arthur series and reminisce about it together?
All the time.
I think that we talk about the Arthur series every time the three of us are together. There's always some joke. Matt, tell some jokes from the Arthur series.
Oh man, one of the funniest, oh my god, I was even laughing in the cut when we filmed this, but there was a cut from the old Arthur series, it was part 2, we actually filmed part 2 and 3 of the Arthur series back in 2005 in one day, and there's a cut where Richie's playing Merlin, he's lying on the ground, fake dead, and we're all riding on our horses and stuff like that, and then Doug trips, and then he knees Richie right in the balls, and you hear Richie go, oh, Arthur! And back then, knowing this in our inexperience, we did not stop recording. We just kept rolling even though we got hit in the nuts. And you can see me laughing in the car. It was the funniest thing.
I was a true actor. I got hit in the balls and I kept going.
It's so funny.
That video is on YouTube. In fact, you can find it if you look at all those videos.
There'll be a link right here.
Go to Browse Videos. It's the very, very, very bottom one of our videos. Oh my god, it was hilarious. But it was reminiscing of when life was a lot easier.
We reminisce about those videos all the time.
Especially when Doug happens to be in town. So.
Alright, next question. Adam asks, how many of That Stupid Video Game Show episodes do you have planned currently?
A lot.
So many.
Dean Morgan asks, where do you guys see yourselves 10 years from now?
In a ditch.
Alright, next question is from Alex. Hey, my question is, what are some of your favorite YouTubers?
I watch a lot of Smosh and college humor. I can't really think of anything else right now.
I like Smosh, Ray William Johnson, Julian Smith.
Oh yeah, Julian Smith.
And I really like Philip DeFranco. Pretty much the people that we met at VidCon.
Yeah.
Fine Bros are pretty cool too. Matt?
Honestly, I don't watch a lot of big name people on YouTube. If I watch YouTube videos that have got bloopers or clips of the Big Bang Theory or Whose Line Is It Anyway, I watch anybody who uploads these, I'm good.
I'm
Shut
not
up.
Provincial, and I'm too good to watch other YouTubers.
Asshole.
Next up is NickM. Dear Richie, Chris, and Matt, if you could be any Pokemon from any of the generations, who would you be and why?
Snorlax.
Charizard.
Zapdos.
Because it just makes sense.
Oreo Laser 2659 asks, if you were to accidentally interrupt the space-time continuum, what would happen and who would you blame it on?
I'd probably get eaten by a T-Rex somehow, and I'd blame Matt.
I would be the T-Rex eating Richie, and I would also blame Matt.
It's a time machine, not a gene-altering machine, Chris. You wouldn't turn into the T-Rex.
They said space-time continuum. Space could be altered as well as time.
Yeah, but all that means, Chris, is that you're not
Richie's
only...
just jealous
No,
that I'm the
listen,
T-Rex eating.
I have to educate Chris on space-time continuum. Space and time means that not only are you moving in time, but you're moving in space. So...
Alright, next one is from Rachel Hawley. She asks, what are some of your favorite bands/singers to listen or even sing to? Smiley face.
Well, historically, the Beatles are my favorite band of all time. Right now, I've been listening to a lot of Foster the People and some other stuff, but mainly Foster. I mean, I think that's probably my favorite band of the last 2 years, so Chris's turn.
Alrighty, well, I'm a fan of 80s music. I continue to like Tears for Fears and Aha and Simple Minds and anything from the 80s. Matt?
Yeah, and they're one-hit wonders. My favorite band of all time is still Anberlin. They're awesome. These guys won't listen to them because they don't like my style of music. But lately I've been listening to a lot of Fun. Fun is awesome and fun to sing to, and sometimes really, really hard to sing to. It's so demanding. And I lost my iPod, so recently I've been stuck with stuff from the old iPod that's from like 3 years ago, so...
Depressing.
I know.
The next question is a name I can't pronounce. Carolyn Croskery asks, in the Smosh introducing Super Mario Brothers video, how and where did you meet Smosh?
Well, Smosh and I went to the same college, and I would always see them in the halls and everything, and I approached them a few times and we talked a little bit about this and that, and until one day I was like, you know, I need to do some promotion for my show. At that time it was Stupid Mario Brothers, because this was like beginning of 2008 or something, and they said, sure, you know, we're on our way to class, but you know, if you make it fast, we'll help you out. So just right before they were going to class, and they were already late, but they were nice enough to do the little video, you know, and be like, it's a Stupid Mario Brothers. So you can watch that video by clicking here in the description below, but it's good times.
Good times.
Good time.
Very last question of the video is from CEFG101, who asks, on a scale of 1 to 10, how pointless is this question?
Well, you see, you didn't say whether 1 was like least pointless or 10 was most pointless, so we have no scale.
12.
Okay, 12.
And that's all the questions that we have time for today. If you'd like to be in the next random Twitter FAQ video, then follow us on Twitter and we'll let you know when we're going to do one. That's it for me, Richie.
That's it from me.
Matt.
That's it for me.
See ya.
I'm the Walrus.
Please subscribe! It's free and easy. And remember, every time you subscribe to Rich Alvarez, Nintendo creates a new Pokemon. Hooray! Gotta catch 'em all, woo!
I have to educate Chris on space-time continuum. Space and time means that not only are you moving in time, but you're moving in space. So... and that's where you cut it.